My name is Ali Maawiy. I'm a director at Quavatel Limited, a company that is based in Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. Historically, if you can go back many years back, over 40 years back, I come from a very humble and a very poor family. I went through my studies through support from family members, and this showed me the importance of education. If you look at most of our CSR, we focused on education because I believe that education is the one of the biggest way of eliminating a poverty country. Because with education, then people can focus on doing what they can. Without education, the country will always remain very poor. So my motivation, or the motivation of the company, is to focus on a CSR that is specifically targeting education. And that's why we chose 2 schools in this particular CSR program. Generally, you will see that there are so many candidates that you can do this CSR, because, for example, in this particular project, we drove through the entire 130 kilometers and selected a number of schools. Unfortunately, you can't do all of them, but you select the most one that you feel that has the lowest in terms of environmental impacts. Sort of like maybe the class are in bad shape, the classes are, when it rains, they leak, those kind of scenarios. So we went through a number of sites and we look at the objective on which has the biggest impact and selected the 2. So we went with one, and it had some very dilapidated classes, and we decided to support those ones. The classes were very dilapidated and the children were sitting on the ground, so we picked that one. One other one was a boarding school, which unfortunately the children are not going to school because of lack of food. So we said this one we're going to support them with food. It's a boarding school of handicapped children. We gave them food that was enabled them to take care of an entire term. So you can imagine now a whole term students are attending because of the food. And the other one is because of the dilapidated situation, that it was very hurting to see the children sitting on the ground. We had to make some decisions there. So we rehabilitated 3 classes and gave desks to one of the classes. So what is the impact? You will see that then the children can go there, learn, not miss schools. The environment is good. So basically, I feel that is what we usually looked at, the impact, or how do we select in terms of giving the better benefit to the community. I believe what you give is what you get. So if you give out to the community, you get back through direct and indirect. Directly, in the community will support you in terms of ensuring that you achieve your objective in the project. But also indirectly is that you don't know in the next 10-20 years that some of the children that you're going to come from that school can come and see you somewhere and just say thank you, or that a student who will come out of there will be a teacher, or will be an engineer, or will be a professor, And how does the company benefit? Maybe you never know. The next CEO might be a child that comes from that village that will take this company to the next level. So in short, is I believe that you get what you give. These projects have short-term and long-term. You can see short-term by seeing the impact, how the children are happy, how they're excited, by seeing these few contributions that you're doing in the school, the community, from the chief to the headmaster, how they really appreciate and really thank you for what you're doing. That's the short term. You see the immediate impact. You see the environment is better, but we really don't know the long term, how it's going to turn out. These children are the future. These children need this kind of better environment that can enable them to move to the next level. Like I said, it's only through education that we can get out of poverty Unfortunately, when you move to some of these villages, it's very heartbreaking to see the situation and the condition that these guys are living. So this boy, this girl, who will go through this education, that in the next 10 years will be a different person, is something that you cannot measure for now. And that CSR of ours could be a big contributor to that future lives of most of these children. My parting shot is to encourage companies, encourage business people who not think about only making money and forgetting the community. We are humans, and we are here just for a short term. You need to leave an impact to the community such that you make a difference. You don't make just money so that you can, just for the sake of making money. You need to make an impact. You need to change the world. And the way to change the world is by giving back to the society. So CSR should not be something that a company should be thinking. It should be one of the objectives so that we can make a difference in this world. If you make a difference, then you know the reason of us coming in this world, is to make this difference. Otherwise, let's not just think about CSR should not only be from a company perspective, but should also be from individuals. Let us all give back to the society. Let us make a change in whatever format that you can do. It can be education, it can be health, it can be whatever, and whatever you can do. Don't think that something is small. In the small capacity that you can do, just do it. Thank you.